Oop, crap. All right. Oh. Well, hi there, guys. It's your host, GamingCamperDad, and I'm back with another live stream. One more day to go work. Yes. Get me out of here. Oh, I'm so ready. Let's go, dude. I'm set and ready for this right now. We're back with another live stream for you guys, and hopefully it's a fun one. There's a couple things we're going to talk about today, and I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. Oh, I've been dying to do my playthrough of Diablo 2 and get back into Diablo 4. I bought that game, I played it like for an hour, and I was disappointed with the gameplay. Now, I've heard it's gotten better, so I'm excited to see how it has turned. Mainly because they finally brought back my favorite class in Diablo. But I'll wait for the peoples to come in. We are on the way home. Starting a little bit earlier than usual. About 45 minutes earlier. So, hopefully I get a good group of people. Bye, 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 bye. I'm loving it. Man, oh man, wintertime has hit full bore right now. We are just in December. I am not ready for it at all. I'm waiting to see if anybody gets on here. Maybe I won't, maybe I will, who knows? Well, good morning, my one viewer. Welcome to the chat, the Commute Ride Home chat. We're out here driving back home from work. Nice 2-hour commute. Chat me up. We're going to be talking about Diablo 4, the announcement for the Paladin class. We'll also be talking about movies. What's up, Sheepy Gamer? How you doing? Dude, I'm excited. I hope you are ready to chit-chat about Diablo. Yo, what's up, King? How you doing? Yo, what's up? Dude, I got people on here. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing phenomenal. How are you? How's everybody doing? Are y'all ready to talk about the Diablo 4 announcement for the Paladin class? My favorite class in Diablo series? Dude, that was my go-to when Diablo 2 came out. I am super stoked that it's coming back. Dude, I loved the Paladin class in Diablo 2, especially the hammer ability, the holy hammer, it just swung around. Dude, I'd spam the shit out of that. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I really hope it's going to be good. That was my cheat code. That and the Necromancer, because the Necromancer was also a cheat code. Because you just summon a shit ton of skeletons and just run around and let them do all the work. You're just like, nah, I'm just chilling. Just chilling. I'll let them do all the heavy lifting. I ain't doing shit. I am so excited for this, dude. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Oh, don't swear? Okay, I won't swear. I will do my best not to. I am super duper excited. How about you guys? Are you excited for the new Paladin class? Are you excited how Diablo is going? I have to get on Diablo 4. It's been a hot minute since I've been on there. When I first got the game, it was not as good as I wanted it to be. I'm a big Diablo fan. But from what I'm seeing now, I think it's going to be worth me getting back on there and doing it. So you excited about it, Sheepy? Tell me, what's your favorite class in Diablo to play? Drinking coffee, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little wired up. This 2-hour commute is a beast and a burden on me. I'm just very excited. Plus, it's a Lord of Destruction kind of add-on, so I'm really excited about that because it was, you know, one of the 3 Lords of Hell that they didn't bring into the fold, because they had the Lord of Hatred. Oh no, it's the Lord of Hatred. Sorry, it's the Lord of Hatred they're bringing in on this one. So they did the Lord of Terror. Now they're doing the Lord of Hatred. So I'm really, really, really hoping for a good time. I look familiar. Do I know Phasa? I do not. I do not. I shall drive safe. This is a common drive I make every day, 2 hours up and down for work. Fayez. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. You may call me a big idiot, a big bald idiot if you feel like it. Thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. You know, I'm going to try to get on doing a live stream of Diablo 4 when the Paladin class comes out, because I'm super stoked to play that. I really hope it's good. I've had a rant before doing this commute home where I want, if I could have any game be made into a TV miniseries like Game of Thrones, Diablo would be that game series. I would love to see. You know what I mean? I think Diablo as a TV series would be phenomenal if it was made by the right team. You play where wins meet. That's a game I'll have to try. I'm interested. I got a ton of games I have to play on live stream. There's so many games. Getting back to the gaming and seeing the games that are out there now is really, really awesome. Sheepy Gaming, what's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm hoping that I get more time, especially with the winter break. Tomorrow is my last day at work. Unfortunately, I'm taking a trip down to Miami, so I won't be doing any gaming. But I'll be relaxing with a drink in my hand and nice sunny weather. So I guess I'll take that. See ya. I'll talk to you later. Is it fun going live? It is fun. I do this mainly because I like chatting with people, getting to talk to new people. I find it very interesting and entertaining. I don't always talk about games. Sometimes I talk about life, or I talk about whatever's going on in the world. I mean, my drive up here today, I went on a rant about health insurance. So it's not always about games. Sometimes it's just, I want to chit chat with people. I want to meet people. I'm always up to meeting new and interesting people. Oh, you have a channel? Oh, I have to subscribe. Sorry. I'm eating a little jerky. I'm a little hungry. All right. Well, I got you on the live stream now, so I'll find you. For sure. I really hope that this Paladin class is really going to make me get back in Diablo 4. Although it sucks, I'm going to have to pay extra money for it, but I mean, I'm okay with it. It's what you're chatting on the YouTubes. Nice, 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 dude. What's your favorite game you like to play? What's that one game that no matter what happens, you're gonna go back to it? Roblox? That's my son's favorite game. He loves Roblox. Me and him stream that, usually on the weekends. So that's his favorite thing to get on and do. I am on the road again, sir. I am. Columbus. What's up, Storm Survivor? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, if you go on my channel, go to my lives. It's saved on there. There's a couple shorts on my channel, too, of me and him playing Roblox. I got one more day of work, Storm Survivor, and then I am off work for the rest of the year. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hopefully you will enjoy the content me and my son make on the weekends. Storm Survivor, how have you been? How is your day going? I can't complain. It's been busy the last few weeks for work because it's the end of the year, and in my company, the end of the year is like go, 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 get things done. Plus, we had the European Union at our site doing an audit. So it's a part of working in a regulated industry. You get nice people that show up to tell you you got to fix stuff. But now that they have left, today was their final day there. Now everybody's calm and chilled out, and tomorrow, my last day, I got a safety presentation to do for my division, and then basically I'm a Vita Zen. I'm off. I'm going on vacation. So, ooh-wee. Let's be down. Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate drives you have to make, you know. My company promoted me and then decided that where they were going to send me was an entire state away. So the wintertime I commute, and then through the spring and from the spring through the fall, I stay up in this state 5 days a week. So I don't get to spend much time with my son. But I'm hoping next year that changes, so. I work in the pharma manufacturing industry, and I work primarily making vaccines for children for combating rotavirus. Rotavirus is a nasty little virus that, if infants get, it causes severe dehydration, and if not treated, can cause death in children. Now, of course, it's not that big of a problem in first world countries because we have readily access to clean water. But in other parts of the world where access to clean water is hard to come by, our vaccine is a lifesaver for a lot of children. Well, welcome to being welcome. First time on my chat, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will always try to remember the people that first started with me and chatted with me and talked with me, because I really appreciate them coming on and keeping me company for these rides home. I actually had one subscriber, Dark Core, who was on my live stream on my way up here today. And it's been almost a year. And was like, do you remember? I said, yeah, it's been a while. So, I always want to try to bring positive vibes on my live stream. Really, we're just talking and chit-chatting on what you guys want to do. For Honors English, I have to write about what Kerr McGee did to the environment and how impacted your town specifically. Okay. Kermagee. I'm trying to think of that company. Is that a person or is that a company? I'm guessing they probably dumped chemicals they weren't supposed to dump. Take it from me, if you're writing a paper on that, you want your primary sources to be aligned and your secondary sources to be aligned, right? Your primary sources are going to be your news articles, posts, reports from that event. Your secondary sources are going to be people who wrote about it and its impact on the environment and things of that nature. Whoa, who hit me with a dinghy? Check out your analytics. I'll do that later, YouTube. Chill. Company basically... okay. Yeah. Ugh. Hey, man, I think I got to go now. All right, bud. Sweet. Have a good night. Sleep well. Don't get in too much trouble. Keep being awesome. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. And make sure you get your stuff lined up for that. There's a lot of great sources to look that up. What year did that happen? What year did that take place, if by chance? Well, I'll be here for probably another, I don't know, 70 minutes or so. So feel free to come back, say hi. PCP. How long ago was that event there, Columbus? Tell me. Tell me! I will. The shutdown of the whole company in 2004. My town plant shut down in 2003. Okay, so 2004, 2003. That's going to be a little bit difficult. Your local library may have actual, like, printed articles still in their archives. You can check that out. You might be able to find them there. See you, bud. You can talk to people local in your town. Ask them that anybody that was around that event who may have worked for that company, who may have had an idea what was going on or how it impacted the area. It's definitely some opportunities to get that information. How long is your essay? Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Didn't have to cut me up. Yeah, that period in like the early 2000s, I'm gonna say honestly from like the 70s to the early 2000s when a lot of companies were not paying attention to their environmental impact on what they were dumping and just doing. Actually, oh cool, well stay a while and listen. That's a Diablo reference, if you didn't get it. Ooh, sorry, a little gassy. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen the preview for the movie that's coming out January 9th called Primate? Chill out, dude. Don't ride my ass. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. Don't ride my butt. chill. She said at least 2.5 pages, but can do more than that. Okay, well that's a nice easy paper. I mean, for me, it's a nice easy paper. I was used to, when I was in my master's program, writing like 24 to 28 page long papers, so it's a little difficult when you get to that level. I just wanted to say you're my favorite. Hey, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I thank you for the compliment. Hopefully I'm bringing some positive energy in your life, and I'm making it feel real good. If you choose to. Okay. Well, you know, it's not too bad of a paper. You shouldn't really have too much. You shouldn't have to get too many sources. What's the citation requirement? Like, how do you have to cite it? In APA format? Whoa. So there's a movie. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. There is a movie coming out January 9th called Primate. I've seen the previews for it, and if you've been on my chats before, I'm a big, like, practical effects kind of guy. I love practical effects in movies. I think by far movies with more practical effects trump a lot of the CGI that's made today. My personal opinion, CGI has kind of like collapsed and it's gotten worse rather than better. But Primate is a horror film based on a pet chimp that this family took in, who's, I guess the mom was a scientist or whatever, and I guess the chimp gets bit by something and gets rabies, and starts going on a rampage, which is, one, a very neat concept. It's very like Cujo-esque kind of deal. That's one. And two, they decided to use more practical effects. So they got a guy who's in like a chimpanzee's suit, and it looks so good. It has that really eerie, creepy feel to it that I have missed from a lot of creature features and monster movies in the past probably like 10 years, right? Because like a lot of movies and a lot of studios rely too much on CGI and avoid the practical effects, because for them, practical effects are too much. All right, Sheepy Gamer. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you for the compliment. Have a great night. Be you. Be awesome. Be safe. All right? I'll see you on the next round. So, like, go and watch the preview, because it looks actually really good. I'm sure, like most horror movies, like the characters are going to be kind of stupid and not doing things that make logical sense, which is to be expected. With most horror movies, people kind of do the dumbest things possible. But for this movie, I really like the creep factor. I like the kind of realism to it, right? It's, you know, it's not like some like genetically enhanced monster. It's just a chimpanzee that was taken in by a scientist who was taught how to use like sign language and technology, which is something that's common practice with a lot of animals in captivity that are primates, right? But it gets, I guess, bit by another animal that has rabies, and it goes on a rampage. So it's like really interesting for that to happen. And it's supposed to be, I think, in Hawaii, in like a very remote house that's off in the distance. So I really, really think the movie is going to be great. So if you get a chance, take some time, go watch the preview for that movie. I think it's actually going to be a really good animal attack horror feature film. I think it's going to be worth the time to go see it if you get time to do it. Sheepy Gamer, you're back again, man. You got to figure out if you're going to bed or if you're staying awake. I mean, I appreciate you staying here and chatting me up. It's called Primate. It comes out January 9th. I'm a big horror fan, but I'm a really big, like, creature feature science fiction fan, right? I looked at some of the videos earlier about the plant in my town. They interviewed former workers and they knew what they were doing. Corporate plant managers encouraged it. Yeah, that sounds about right, unfortunately. Primate. Yep, Primate. Primate. One word. Like a chimpanzee or a monkey, right? Primate. All right, bud. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Storm Survivor. There are a lot of companies, unfortunately, especially smaller companies, that back in that day would just kind of, it was very cheap to just dump stuff and not actually like properly take care of it. And when people got affected, companies started getting sued. That's when people started getting into jail, and rightfully so. A lot of times what I've found that companies will do is there are companies that will take a look at a number and be like, oh, that's a big number. We don't want to pay that. That's too much. But don't take a look at the long term of how that can affect the company's reputation, the overall impact it has on the people that work there, their livelihood, the people around them. I deal with some of that sometimes where I'll provide a solution for something and it's like, yeah, it's a big upfront cost, but the long term is you're going to save tens of millions of dollars if we spend this, $500,000 on this piece of equipment right now. And sometimes you just don't want to do things like that because people are afraid of going to their boss and presenting something that has a big number in front of it rather than presenting it as like, yes, this is a big number, but here's what the impact is if we don't do this. Cops out tonight. Jeez. Delicious. Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm really hoping this movie Primate turns out to be a sleeper hit, because I am really looking forward to, I don't know, studios getting back more to like the practical effects of movie making, because I think that is by far superior in the sense. I mean, like it's, the other day I was talking about how Aliens is such a great movie, and you can go watch that movie and the practical effects for the most part still hold up to this day. Like, they look great. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's definitely some weaker spots in it, but that's a movie that was made 40 years ago, right? So I'm hoping that this movie Primate turns out. Plus, it gives me a little bit of the movie Congo vibes. If you ever take time, go watch Congo. It's a great movie. At least in my opinion, it's a great movie. Objectively, it's not a great movie, but I like it. I really enjoy it. And a lot of that was practical effects. And it just really makes it feel more real, right? trying to give a perfect example. Like in Congo, they used actors in prosthetic suits to play the the killer apes, the gorillas from that movie, right? And it gives like a very like off-putting feeling how they look. So the creep factor's there. But if you go and watch like trying to think, Rampage, right, with The Rock in it, and they have the gorilla who is pretty much all CGI, and I get it, right? They couldn't really go and do the practical effects, but the CGI is really bad in that movie, and it just gets really annoying. I know. That's what I'm talking about. Like the way, like the cinematography, from what I can look at, it really plays into the darkness and so this is one thing I'll say, right? With practical effects, your lighting has to be specifically designed for horror movies like that, where you're not really fully showing in the light your creature, right? Because the problem is that as good as practical effects can be, you're still going to see like the little bit of things that are off that kind of don't look real. So it takes clever like lighting and shots in order to make it feel very real and very like oh my god, is that thing actually is that a chimpanzee that's on rabies right now, right? So watching the shots that are going on, the lighting is dark. It's like a darkish blue color, darkish gray color, right? It doesn't really give you enough light to see it in full aspect. It gives that just creep factor to the 10th degree. That's what I love to see, right? And the one thing, like, I saw like a director talking about how when they got somebody for the suit, they're like, we wanted somebody to fit in the suit that would be small enough to fit in the suit, but would still have the strength of like a grown adult to give that feel of like actual horror and tension, and the actors would feel like that person in that suit pulling and yanking and throwing around. That to me is awesome. The amount of times I see people like when you see movies that were made like Life with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal, they're like, oh, we're talking to a tennis ball. Like, oh, we're looking at a tennis ball that's on a string and a green screen. Like, it's so poorly made. It gets on my nerves. I miss good movies, man. I really miss good movies. That's the one thing I like right now that is kind of annoying me, and I'll probably do a whole rant bit on that. Is the Avengers Doomsday, right? That's coming out. They just did a teaser trailer that, you know, Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America, right? They're gonna release a Thor one too, apparently. And to me, you know what that screams is that what Disney has done over the last 7 years. Is it 7? Yeah, it's 7 years now since Endgame came out. Is they don't trust the products they've made and the characters they've introduced and the new universes they've made for their new movie. They're going back to their roots of Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr. to play the big three, to have them involved in this, right? And then they're going to add, the characters that Fox owned because they bought Fox. So Wolverine, Deadpool, the Mutants, Professor X. Because what Marvel has done in the past 7 years has just not been great. The best they've put out is mediocrity at best, in my opinion. And the more common thing that they put out is just straight ass. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. So Marvel is going back to like, oh, look, you remember Captain America and Chris Chris Evans as Captain America. Oh, do you remember when Chris Hemsworth was Thor and Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man? Don't you remember, guys? Isn't it great? Or, I don't know, you could actually write good characters and write good stories and actually build a plot like you did for the first 10 years with your entire movie saga that you built. Nope, let's not do that. Let's just phone it in, and maybe people will go watch our slop that we make for you. It's annoying. It really is. Oh my goodness gracious. Come and join me, please. She's a brick house. I'm sorry, I'm eating my jerky. You'll have to live with it. Whew. God. She might my days, bang the whole thing out. Oh, she's a brick house. Ain't a fact, and that's a fact. Ain't no nothing back. Oh man. God, I really, really hope that next year these movies that are going to come out, they're not going to be terrible. But we'll find out. Ooh, man, my stomach is gurgling. Gurgling. I don't know. Marvel is, I think, has just dropped the ball over the last 7 years, and they're just going back to they're like, oh, remember berries, guys? You remember these guys? You remember these characters? Weren't they great when we made those movies from 10 years ago? Don't you like those movies? You love those movies. Come back and watch our movie. Please, we beg you. Please don't let us lose all the money that we invested on building this movie and making it awesome. Yo, what's up? Jake, how you doing? We're talking about movies. Talking about movies and games. Right now we're particularly talking about Marvel, practical effects, the upcoming movie Primate that comes out January 9th. And yeah, what's your thoughts on Marvel's, I guess, the leaked teaser trailers that Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America, and apparently Chris Hemsworth's coming back as Thor. Ooh, excuse me. Because I can tell you right now, it ain't good. It's not a good sign that Disney and Marvel are going back to those characters, because it just tells you they're not confident with all the new characters they built for their new universe that it's going to be able to carry their movie to success. Clearly, right? Especially with the Fantastic Four. Like, yeah, the movie made some money, but it's definitely not what they thought it would be. I feel like Marvel is the soup. I think Marvel is just running out of ideas, or they're just they're not going back to the idea of like, hey, you've got amazing characters, you have an amazing IP, so just build stories and write a plot and character development that works. As bad as, like, you know, you had Iron Man 1, which was amazing. Iron Man 2 was all right. And Iron Man 3 was like, ugh. But there was a progression on, like, Robert Downey Jr. character as Tony Stark, right? Through his 3 movies, the Avengers movies, like, there was a progression on his character, like, building up. Fantastic foreskin. My God, man. My God, man. What are you putting in my chat? I think Marvel is just basically falling apart, and they're going back to their old characters to try to carry their movie to a box office success, because they've done nothing but basically swings and misses on the rest of their movies. But what I'm looking forward to more is the movie Primate that comes out January 9th. Like I said, I'm a big practical effects guy. I love movies that use practical effects over CGI. I understand there's going to be instances you're going to have to use CGI. But I think there's just way too much over-reliance on those movies using CGI, and it's gotten worse rather than better. Primate looks great because, one, I'm a big creature feature guy, right? I love scary movies with creatures. And Primate looks really, really good, in my personal opinion. Ooh. What did you write? Venino. I don't know what that means. I see said a gorilla, camel, gorilla, lungs. You talk to me in hieroglyphics, sir? I'm not trained in that art. Ooh, man, oh man. Lord of mercy. I want to be free. Well, Jake, how are you doing? What are your opinions on the upcoming movies for 2026? Tired. But I got about an hour left to drive, so that's better. Better than I usually do. Getting home before 3 o'clock is going to be nice. I think I taste like lungs. You taste like lungs? How do you know how lungs taste like? Are you Hannibal Lecter? Have you come into my chat to tell me that you had his liver with a side of fava beans? Alright. Just stay your ass over there, because my lungs aren't for eating. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Lord of mercy. I just want to get home, take a nap, come back up here tomorrow, winterize my camper, finish my last day of work, and go relax for the rest of the year. I am ready for the year to be over. My brain is popping out of my skull. Oh, it's gooping out of your skull. Well, I think it's time to go see a professional about that there, big guy. Probably not the best thing if your brain's popping out of your skull. That's right. Today they had that car that caught on fire here. That's why they're doing this road work. I would recommend go to a professional and get that looked at. Get a professional opinion on that diagnosis of your brain gooping out. Whew. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, I just want to finish out this ride. Get the hell. Kangaroo and reverse. I have no idea. Not a clue, my man. Not a clue. Alright, here we go. Now we can go. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Oh man, so close. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to follow the losing up. Sorry, my singing is terrible right now. I'll just have to deal with it. Am I singing that bad that you typed in some language that I don't understand? I get it. I get it. It was that bad. Lincoln fart? Yeah, pretty much. I had to lose it in the end. It doesn't even matter. I had to fall. I'm just imagining that as like a bunch of nerds that did like math class and chess club with like the overalls and like the fucking thick glasses, and they're like sitting up there for a school talent show. Chester Cheetah, there we go. I need Arnold Schwarzenegger to do like some Shakespeare. Romeo, Romeo, this art Romeo. Oh man, I will say this drive home, even though it's 2 hours long, it's really calm and peaceful because there's not a whole lot of traffic, so it makes it easy. So Arnold Schwarzenegger's mating call. She's out there like out to you, get to the chopper. President Trump, what are we going to do? Holy shit, what are you driving? I thought I was going fast. This guy just blew past me doing like 95. Holy hell. Get out of here, get to the chopper. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're doing your taxes. I'm taking a look at your 1040. You haven't completely finished up your tax returns. You're going to not get the refund if you don't get this done in time. The IRS will audit you for everything you owe. Chop suey. Wake up. Wake up. You wanted to. You wanted to. Why do I trust in myself? I suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Everything is better with an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, let's be honest. You're going to need a bigger boat. I don't know if you know this, but white men can't jump. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Barney. I love you. You love me. Let's be a big happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? God, I'm trying to think of like what else would be fun to do as Arnold Schwarzenegger, as like something just added randomly. See you. See you, buddy. It's fun doing it with you. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Keep being awesome. Bye, 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 bye. You are my fire, the one desire. I know when I say I want it that way. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way. I want it that way. I'm not sure if Jake's still on here watching, but unfortunately you got to witness that, so deal with it. Alright, let me get out of the way there, dude. Chill. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bum, 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 bum. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Well, you know what? I've been on here for an hour. I think it's a good time to call it quits for this stream. I'm going to be home in the next 50 minutes, so I think I'm going to chill back, relax, get through this drive. So I want to thank everybody sitting here chatting me up. Appreciate you guys. Keep being you. Keep being awesome. I'll see you guys on the next one. And always remember, keep it camping. Peace out.